This is Fog, an entrepreneur who took $1,000 and turned it into a business that now pays him more than any 9-to-5 job ever could. And my name is Simon Squibb. I've been in business for over 35 years, with my most recent startup being valued over $50 million. In this episode, Fog is going to explain the exact steps he took to escape the 9-to-5 and start his dream business. And I'm going to give him the steps he needs to turn this business into a money-making machine. And feel free to copy this blueprint. This is valuable no matter what stage you're at in building your dream. Let's go. Let's help the audience today. You've done something amazing. So tell us the first step.
So I actually moved to Berlin in Germany for university. And from university, I made a few friends there. And we always wanted to start a business. But we thought, okay, how can we stand out in what feels like a crowded market? You know, it feels very hard to think of a brand new business idea. And we were actually massively inspired by two companies, both based in America. One of them is Liquid Death, which maybe you already know. They do canned water. And the other brand is Dr. Squatch, and they do bars of soap, mainly for men. What they did was, okay, we're going to stand out by marketing in a completely different way to all the other brands do.
Now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. I'm talking about natural, nourishing, cold-pressed, hand-cut soap for men.
And so we thought, okay, what is a very simple product that everyone knows, everyone can recognize, whether they're from Africa, whether they're from Asia, and we landed on toothpicks. Everyone knows toothpicks is one of the first inventions of mankind from back when we were cavemen, but a toothpick by itself is quite boring. So we thought, okay, is there any way for us to get flavor into the toothpicks? And we found a way to get it on a very similar flavor intensity. We argue it's actually stronger than chewing gum. And we also thought that chewing gum has had zero competition for 100 years. And so we thought, okay, let's take on chewing gum and introduce flavored toothpicks, and we just wanted to give it the coolest marketing. We invested all our money at the time, which wasn't a lot of money. I mean, we were broke uni students. So we invested $1,000 each of our personal money, and we started literally making the toothpicks from our family garage. We would try the prototypes, and we got it to a point where we were like, this tastes really good. It literally freshens our breath. And so once we had that ready, we were also thinking a lot about, okay, how can we do the branding in a very cool way? How can we make the product look cool? Got this very cool design where it's the lips with a toothpick in it, and we just thought it looks very unique, very striking. And then it was a matter of, okay, we've got the product ready. Now we need to kind of do what Liquid Death and Dr. Squatch did, do some very cool marketing and actually sell the product. So it was all riding on doing organic pieces of content that would hopefully get millions of views.
I'm throwing this flavored toothpick onto a map and flying wherever it lands and giving this toothpick to the locals, and I'm only allowed to leave the country if they like the flavor.
And at the beginning, we spent, I think it was 3 weeks, just trying lots of different content formats. We would do street interviews, going up to people in a kind of funny, cheeky way. You're trying to hold this wood and try and get some funny reactions from grandmas on the street.
You're trying to hold this wood?
I tried. Oh, it's very sweet.
Everything at the time was flopping completely. And then again, we kind of thought, okay, we need to do something differently that other brands aren't doing. And it was actually at that time where we saw KSI had a toothpick in one of his Sidemen videos. We thought, oh, this could be a crazy opportunity. So we made a TikTok. We made this long video, a minute long.
Hello, KSI.
What's up, bro?
Everyone says your prime bottles have great flavor, and everyone says the same about our flavored toothpicks. So when I saw you with a toothpick in a Sidemen video, I saw a perfect opportunity to combine your satisfying prime flavors with our succulent piece of wood.
It went insanely viral. I think it got 3 million views in 2 days. So we were just blown away. We were like, oh my God, KSI might actually see this. And turns out he did. And then he DM'd us. He sent us his address. We sent our toothpicks to him. And before he'd even tried them, just from that video and 2 other videos alone, we already gained 60,000 followers. We were sold out. So we were like, okay, oh my God, crap. We need to make more toothpicks in our garage. We were like, okay, let's do some pre-orders. So we did some 8-week pre-orders just so we could finance making more toothpicks on our website.
Just so people don't miss that, you basically didn't have enough money to buy more product yet. So you've got people to pre-order them, which meant people pre-buy them for you then to get the money and go and make it.
And we were astonished that people were ordering it with 8 weeks pre-delivery. And then KSI tried the product and had the most insane reaction.
Ooh, this is kind of hard,
Oh, bro, I never would have thought of doing anything like this.
And he said he'd love for us to make a prime flavor. Like, honestly, we thought like, this is the most insane luck to start a business off, like the most insane platform to leverage off. Just off this momentum, lots of people ordering the toothpicks. And then at the same time, we were like, okay, this is insane how we've been able to get KSI to try them. Is there anyone else that we can get to try the toothpicks? We saw there was a Macklemore concert in a few days' time. So we went to a Macklemore concert. And we thought, okay, how can we get Macklemore to try our toothpicks mid-concert? And we thought, ooh, maybe we can make a cardboard sign like his fans do usually, you know, where they say something on the cardboard sign. And what if it says, try a flavored toothpick? Maybe there's a small chance he'd see it and try it. We held it up for over an hour, and eventually he was like, try flavored toothpick. He was like, all right then.
Oh my God, that's a good ass toothpick. I thought I was gonna have to lie to you.
We then posted that video, ended up being our most viral video at the time. This video got like over 13 million views.
So Macklemore wants our flavored toothpicks to sponsor his tour.
Oh my God, that's a good ass toothpick. Will you sponsor the tour?
So it's just insane, like how many views we were getting on the product, compared to any other business at the time. We were like, oh my God, like this is more views than like Duolingo is getting. And like Duolingo is like the GOAT when it comes to marketing. So we were like, this is insane. Like, let's keep this up. We then, made more stuff around the KSI Prime toothpick. We released it. The sales were insane. We sold out the like prime flavored toothpick, which was our Mango Madness flavor. We sold it out in less than 24 hours. The sad part though was KSI didn't try the prime flavored toothpick in the end.
Just before we go any further, I want my audience to be able to go buy your product. So what's your website address?
It's pickham.store.
Pickham.store. .store is actually a sponsor for today's podcast. I want to thank them for helping us help dreamers. One of the easiest ways any brand can stand out today is by owning your name online. Having a strong domain name, something that instantly shows you're a real store, makes people take you seriously. A .store domain name instantly tells people you're open for business. In fact, recently, studies showed that .store domain names can increase traffic by up to 87% and help double your ranking on Google. It's good, right?
That's amazing. I think I even heard Mr. Beast talk about it. And he was like, if you want to sell a product online, use a .store.
If Mr. Beast says it's good, it must be good, right? If you're building a business and want to stand out online, grab your own .store domain. And for a limited time, you can get one for just 99 cents using the code SIMON at the link in the description. So what 3 things do you want me to teach you today?
So I'd say the first thing is like hiring, getting the right people in, to then also kind of links into the second one, like scaling, like social media. And then the last one is kind of retail. So like getting into more retail stores.
And I think for the audience listening, I want them to also listen to this, because if you know what you need to do later, it helps you prepare when you start. So let's start with hiring as an example of what I mean. So when you started out, you had 4 of you.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you picked clear job roles for each of you. Generally what you would do.
Yes.
Okay. A bit of hesitation there, which means you probably need to define that. At the very beginning, what you want, like my last business before the one I'm running now was a company called Fluid. And I was in charge of sales and marketing, and my business partner was in charge of creative and the creative team. And so really clear, we worked together for 15 years. We never had an argument once. And I respected her for what she did, and she respected me for what I did. You got to match the skills of the person and what they love to do with their job role. 100%. And ideally, you don't want to cross over, especially at the beginning.
I mean, I think like it's a bit different when you start a business as well, because it's like, I mean, you kind of have to cover everything, and it's like you just have to plug certain gaps. It doesn't, like, in a way, like it didn't feel like, I mean, maybe we did this not in the best way possible, but like we didn't specify like massively, okay, your role is just this, yours is just this. I don't know, we would like assign tasks in a way. It also like evolved over time, because again, like you said, like maybe you play to your strengths or what you enjoy the most, and that kind of like I feel like you learn more about that over time.
I think what's important, partly for the audience listening to understand, is like, if you don't make it very clear at the beginning when you start, it can cause you problems down the line unless you get lucky. Because when you start off a business, you can be a generalist. You're doing a bit of content, that person's doing a bit of back end, that person's getting the toothpicks delivered. Yep. But eventually, you don't want someone who's a 25% shareholder delivering toothpicks, right?
Yep.
So at the beginning, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But later, you're like, okay, you used to deliver the toothpicks. Now we've got a delivery company doing that. So what's your job? And they say, you know what? I'm really good at blog posting. I'm really good at writing things up. So I write a book, like Simon Squibb's book, that's really good, that helps you find your dream. or right, you go off and write blog posts about how to get a flavored toothpick if you want one for your company. Getting specialists in your business is really expensive unless you learn these hacks. One hack, there's two hacks really. One hack is just ask, because it's not who you know, it's who you ask. The second way is once you determine exactly where your gaps are, you can say, right, who's the best in class at that? Let's say again, you want a retail specialist, right? Then you go to the platforms such as LinkedIn and you find that specialist, and then you literally have a coffee with them, right? You say, look, we're expanding our business, we're hiring, I'd love to talk to you about a potential role and what you do. And one of two things come out from the meeting. One, you sit with them and you get on with them and you really like them. And most of the time, if they're good at what they do, they're often really well paid in their company. So these people will be on 100, 200, 300,000 pounds a year, right? Dollars a year, at least. Specialists are really well paid.
Yeah.
And what I noticed with specialists that entrepreneurs haven't actually figured out, I figured that out by accident, is that if you go to them and say, we're building the next big product, this is going to be bigger than Wrigley's chewing gum, it's going to be massive, it's going to be $1 billion company, would you like to join us and buy in? So you get these people that have money, that don't own where they work, they're just on salary, and they know that cannot scale, right? And they have to work long hours forever to earn that money. Yeah. But if they invest in your business, get equity, and then they work the business with you, they can scale themselves later. They don't have to do that job forever. Before you start saying, I go to retail and lose all your margin, make sure you've ticked all the boxes on your social. So I would literally have a camera strapped to my head. Today should be live. All day here, I'm going live, right? Your whole day should be live. So that at least your audience can connect to you more and you get more chance of sales. And then I think with TikTok Shop and Amazon Shop and all these things, they all have to be massively optimized, because an impulse buy can also be, I'm swiping up, I see you and I buy it. Impulse has changed. Yep. It's not just impulse in the shop. And I know, as you know, you're a young guy, I'm an old guy. I have a connection to the physical world, like the stores, but I'm realizing that my limiting belief of thinking people only make a purchase at point of purchase is wrong. What you've got to do is optimize your online for purchase. I sell more books on TikTok Shop than I do in Waterstones. Okay, Waterstones, quite rightly, take a massive margin. So, but the impulse buy now can be this. You're not going live all the time. It's a missed opportunity and it costs you near nothing to do. And then optimizing your social. So when I look at your bio on your website and look at the bio on your feed, is it the best way to buy your product instant and I feel some sort of sense of gratification? Is every video you're putting out saying, don't forget you can buy a product in the link in bio?
Well, then it's also a question of like, I don't know, like, because it's like this balance between being salesy and being good for brand.
Yes. I think you can do both, right? So I can give value in my content and then ask people to buy the book. Why not? Subtle is key. I'm not saying, hello, please buy a toothpick right now, please. But what you can do, and I would test this if I was you, this is part of what I'm talking about, optimizing social, yeah, is you have a little bit of a limiting belief system right now. Your limiting belief system is if you over pitch the product, it will piss people off, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the reality is if you make a really great video and at the end, you very subtly in the end frame, you say, feel free to buy the products in the link in bio, people aren't going to mind, you know?
Yeah, but because part of our thought is, okay, if we're in all these retail stores, we don't need to tell people to buy it.
But why wouldn't you do both?
I mean, I guess
as soon as you go into retail, you're going to strip away your margin, and you're going to still have to push people to that retail store. Once you're in the retail, they're going to ride you. They're going to say, we're only going to let you be in this store if we're selling product. So you're going to have to make videos telling people to go into a store to buy it.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of saying you're on this video, click this. Every single one of your videos can have a tag on the bottom of it instantly saying buy the product, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying overtly sell all the time.
Yeah.
I'm saying do your existing content, but every time before you push the upload button and push button, is it optimized to potentially get a sale? I'm going to get into retail in a minute, but before we go and do something totally radical we think is going to save our impulse buy problem, make sure we've created impulse buy within what we already have.
Yeah.
Right. And I watched your content every day. It's not optimized for what I'm talking about. Are you in any retail stores now?
Yeah. I mean, this year we were lucky enough to enter a store called Normal.
Right now, you're getting a lot of retail sales?
Retail sales are really insane.
That's
like we've constantly been selling out and been restocking the toothpicks into the stores, and like it's been insane.
I think retail is one of those things I personally have come to hate because I've seen how they treat small businesses and how they push down on margin, and then they expect you to do the marketing to get it into store.
I mean, yeah, they definitely push hard on margin.
I have an idea for you on retail, but you've already got a working formula on retail. And I've seen some of your social media content around this. You know, you are promoting outside the store, right?
Yeah.
And that helps. So these guys should be paying you for that marketing.
I mean, I guess like
brand agencies get paid by supermarkets to do their marketing.
it's probably hard to convince them.
No, they're doing it already. They're already paying a company to do their social media. Because I think what I was going to say, a couple of retail ideas I've got for you, and you maybe you could test it out with normal. If you're doing so well for that product in that store, imagine if you were promoting the store in general and doing pop-ups and doing fun. They are spending a lot of money on marketing.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. But I mean, it's kind of like this mutually beneficial thing. Like, obviously, we have the product in the store. If we make videos about it, not only are they benefiting, but we're also benefiting.
I'm just trying to make sure you open up your mind a little bit here,
Yeah.
right? These guys would pay you for marketing.
Yeah.
I think marketing in the future is an income stream, and then product secondary income stream. So I make money marketing my book,
Yeah.
right? I did a video, £10,000 on my book. That video made about £50,000 profit. So the video made £50,000 profit, and then we had sales. So I just want your mind to open up a little bit that I've seen this marketing with this store, normal. I think you could pitch into this brand. Would you like to pay us to do some marketing? Worst is they say no.
Yeah.
And they go, no, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. You've got your product. Fuck you. But I think you'll be shocked how desperate they are for a little bit of your magic.
Yeah. No,
And
you got a
then
fair point.
you can make income from your marketing.
Yeah.
Right. And so with the retailers, I actually think that's an interesting, if you go to the marketing people and not the product people, you might have more success getting in. Because Christmas marketing, let's say, you can market the out of Tesco's or Sainsbury's. And more people going in the store to buy your toothpick means more people going to the store to buy a Christmas pudding.
100%.
More people to buy Christmas crackers.
Yep.
So I think you have an opportunity to pitch marketing, because that's what a lot of product owners don't really do very well for the supermarkets. Just start to connect these things together, right? Marketing and retail. They're all the same thing. And then finally, and this is the content side, what would I do if I was you? You don't have a retailer in the UK yet.
No.
And you've got Christmas. Big sales. I would do a fake pop-up shop.
Okay.
I would go to Carnaby Street with a table and I would sell toothpicks.
Okay.
And I'd have an army of students or whatever. Every time someone walks out of shop, saying, you want to buy toothpicks as a Christmas present for your niece, your nephew, your brother, your sister, your smelly boyfriend's breath needs sorting out, whatever. I just think that retail is yes, you want the supermarkets to stock your product. Do not stop pushing that. But I also love the idea that you can kind of build your own retail shop. But I think it's just about staying true to what you said earlier about your original plan. You took a risk. You did crazy stuff. You did crazy stunts. I just don't think you should change any of that.
Yeah.
I only think you should get more specialists in. You should be more defined in your job roles and what you're doing. I just think you're going to blow up, continue to blow up. We're going to launch a Dream Pick'em, and all the profits are going to fund people's dreams. If you want to join the waiting list to get this Dream Pick'em, join the link down below. We'll do a little waiting list, and we'll do a gold one in there. Give away some money to whoever gets the gold one. Give some direct one-on-one mentorship from me and my team if you get the gold one. So if you want to get one of these toothpicks, join the waiting list down below. Okay, guys, we're off to have some chicken-flavoured pick'ems. We'll see you later.
See you.